I was taking a look at my Twitter. Like I just scroll Twitter, and all my mutuals here. And I mean, I'm collabing with a VTuber this Friday. I don't know. I feel weird being this streamer of the flesh, essentially orbiting all this VTubers and VTuber culture. Yeah, I don't know. I feel out of place. I'm enjoying what we're doing, but that leads me to my next announcement. I have a teaser to show you guys. No, I'm just kidding. Gotcha, bitch. That's right. You thought for a second there. No, I wish. I wish I had something to show you. Not for a while. So basically, with the designer I'm concept art. I don't know what you character designer I'm working with. We're hopefully on the last round of concepting. Got initial concepts. And I was like, yeah, I like this and that. And I feel like I micromanage too much. The thing is, when it comes to like working with other people and on various projects I've done, I feel like, and also as an artist myself, I feel you get your best work if you just give the artist as much control as possible. I'm a big advocate for that. Just let them do their thing, and you always get the best result. It's hard because sometimes I feel like maybe the impression I give is that I don't give a shit, or like I don't care enough when I give like, yeah, great, looks good, keep me posted. But I really believe that if you let them do their thing, it ends up being the best. So I got some concepts, and they were like, okay, what do we think? And I'm like, I really like the direction this is going. And they're like, all right, but give some notes. And I'm like, okay. So I did give my notes, and yeah, I feel like I ended up micromanaging it to be worse on like this next step of concepting. So the stage we're at now, just like for a timeline, is we've gone back where I'm like, no, I even said, I feel like I micromanaged you to a direction that I don't like. So I'm like, let's go back to this initial thing that you gave me based on a concept I made, which I can't show you guys that. It's too early to show you guys that, but maybe later. But I gave them like my idea, they fleshed it out, and now we're back kind of to the drawing board, but hopefully the final round. And then so what it has to be is that, what's going on is that the concept needs to be finished, and we're maybe on the last third of the progress for that, and then that will get sent to model artist, which I have already, and then it gets rigged. We're kind of moving a little fast. No, we're actually right on schedule for what we thought it was going to be. No, we're actually a little faster than we thought we were going to get. And we're looking for, I don't know. It depends how much I want to do for it. It depends how much I want to do for the debut. Separate channel? I think separate channel, Haley, because the thing is, like, I don't, far be it from me of anyone to say what is supposed to be the right way to do VTubing, but in my head, the way I tackle it is like, the way I present it is like, that's not me. That's whatever character it ends up being, like that's what that character is. And not to say that I've done this in the past correctly or whatever, but after everything I've learned, for me, like, that character might have hints of me or like my life or what I stand for and my goals or whatever it might be, but I very much see it VTubing as like, this is like a very special kind of medium, a way to tackle streaming, and it's a character. It's a character for everyone. And so some people have like harder lines drawn between the character and like the person, but for me, I'd very much want it to be like, this is a character, and it's separate from even myself, right? Yeah, that's the plan anyway. So based on that, it will probably be separate. Well, because I think that wouldn't it divide the content up too much? Yeah, I mean, that's why. I mean, this is kind of early for this conversation. I think this was a conversation I would have needed to have eventually, kind of a heavy one. I don't know if I want to. Well, I might as well. We just brought it up, but that's why probably that means that when the VTuber happens, at least here on Twitch and in this room, you probably might not see this anymore, if I'm being honest. Or at least very, very rarely. Much more rare. Much more rare. Yeah. I know. I feel like we need more time to have that conversation for me to think about what I want to say about it. Is there something you don't enjoy about The Flesh? Yeah, there's a lot of things I don't enjoy about it, if I'm being honest. I think it's exhausting being perceived. But I think more so it's a creative thing. It's just a different beast. It's a different kind of medium to explore. Like, it's very interesting. It's storytelling and streaming in live stream form, which I think has been... It's amazing. It's an amazing thing. To tell a story as like a streamer medium. It's a creative one. It's always been a creative thing for me. Or will be a creative thing for me. I mean, we're so far from it, but like... I think I could be good at it. I'll be honest. I think I can be a better VTuber than I can be as just a normal streamer. Which, again, I feel, I'm kind of saying all this off the top of my head right now. I wanted to kind of sit and reflect on how I wanted to present it, because I think part of it is I don't want people to feel like... Because I feel like that's talking down on what we're doing right now, and you guys show up here and you guys give me so much support and love, and we just hang out and we have such a great time, but... I'm wary of making it feel like I'm abandoning everyone. But at the same time, I think one big important step of not feeling that way is to clue you into what's happening, instead of just randomly a VTuber debuts and then suddenly you just never see a stream from me ever again. You know what I mean? But it's mainly, it's not that I don't enjoy streaming here. It's just like I think VTubing is like a creative outlet. What does Zach from League of Legends say? I was made for this. No, I think it's just like, dude, I was fucking good at that shit. And I feel like I barely scratched the surface of that. It was frustrating because I feel like I'm not even allowed to say that shit, And I feel like I have so much more than Tank that we never even got to explore. And I'm kind of sick of waiting and letting everyone, expecting everyone to give me the benefit of the doubt or whatever. And I think like, hey, you know what? I think it's just time to actually just do it. Let me just do it. But I'll still be doing Professor Lando because, hey, like, the thing is, I don't know, it's weird. No one believes me when I say, like, it's not a monetary thing. And this has always been the case. Business-wise, it does not make sense for me to explore content creation outside of Ligma University. And that's always been the case. And my main motivations for VTubing has always been a creative one. And if the money's good, and that's just never been the point for me. I'll just tell you, like, well, the money's good. It's like, VTubing's not about money, because it makes, business-wise, it makes no fucking sense for me ever well, I just love streaming. I genuinely like streaming more than I like making YouTube videos. That's the only reason I stream. That's why I want to be a VTuber. I feel like I have a creative sauce in me that can't get fully explored at Ligma University. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I just really want to do it. I mean, like, I love streaming. The thing is, it's like, yeah, eventually, if I haven't really given thought to it. I've thought about it a little bit, but like, it's like, yeah, does that mean I have like a goodbye stream? Or like, there is a point where I'm like, oh, well, I'm going to VTube instead of do this. But the thing is, so it's a little bittersweet in that, and I do feel like I'm kind of like leaving you, I don't want to feel like I'm leaving you in the dark, but the thing is, like, I mean, as a content creator, it's kind of related. Like, you see all this shit Asmongold's been getting. He said like, oh, streaming's hard, blah blah, and, or like Hassan said, there's like some kind of drama going on. But like, yeah, first and foremost, like, you guys monetarily support me, period. Like, you guys are a big chunk of the support I get, and every single time I see like this little blue notification on my dashboard, like that's amazing to me. The fact that you choose to like give me some money, and it goes a long way. But that being said, at any given point, it does not make sense for me not to be working on my YouTube channel, right? Either planning for a video or doing something, right? But it's just because, like, man, I like streaming so much more. It's so much, like, it's more fun to me. And I get to be more myself, which I don't really get to do on YouTube. I never have been able to on YouTube, unfortunately. But yeah, we're still going to do the classroom stuff, Omega, definitely, because you know that is my bread and butter. Like, for example, does it make sense for me to completely stop streaming, spend over 5 figures on a VTuber model, and stream on a channel that is not even monetized? Think about that, right? It's not even going to be monetized, right? I don't know why I'm defending myself or anything like that. Like, I think, yeah, it's just, it's a creative endeavor that I feel like I will kick myself. I will kick myself if I don't fully explore it and I leave it as like a chapter that is like an unfinished chapter for me. You know, hey, if it ends poorly, then yeah, fuck it, it ended poorly. But at least I know, and at least I tried, right? But for me, if I kind of just leave it in the dust right now, I'll just constantly have this negative feeling that I really need to not have lingering in my life. So I mean, I'm very much looking forward to it. And I mean, I've kind of said some things here and there, but nothing ever substantial can ever be said, really. This is as substantial as you can get, honestly. And it's for the benefit of everyone involved. But basically, you know, I have baggage, bro. It keeps me up at night, honestly. My life has been really good, but there's negativity. The only real negativity in my life comes from my baggage with VTubing. I gotta figure it out, man. I gotta figure it out. I need to explore it. I gotta try. We're all messed up trying to navigate this. Yeah. Well, I think for me, it's like, I think my choice was like, well, you know what then? Fuck it, right? Like, you know what? I'm gonna do my own thing, right? I'll show you. I'm gonna do my own thing. Fuck it. I don't need any of that. But that's not right, because if it's something like to me that like that's not my true answer deep down. Like, if I truly didn't want, like, if I truly deep down wanted nothing to do with VTubing ever, period, then like that could be the right answer. But that's just not true. That's just not true. One of my best fucking friends is a VTuber, and I could play fucking video games with him on stream every fucking other week, if not every week. You know? I'm going on a VTuber stream this Friday. What am I doing? If I'm gonna run away from it, let me run away from it. But if I'm not going to, then you know what? Let me try then. Yeah, it just sucks. It sucks. It's I don't know if I was ready to let other people tell me that I'm done with it. That's the thing. Like, I mean, I didn't really know what was gonna happen at the time, but with you know, Quinn's like, yeah. Also, I saw the fucking model. I know what it looks like. That's right. It's in here. But he showed me it, and I was like, oh, that's sick. And he's like, yeah, I got it ready. And I was like, dude, I should have fucking done that. Of fucking course. Like, what was I like, I wish, you know, but I mean, better sooner than later, I guess. Yeah, Bobina, Fofina, Momina. It's true. That's the thing. It's like, again, like I said earlier, I'm not going to be delusional about it. Especially, like, I know as a content creator, you know, it's going to be like expectations and whatever baggage, and it's like I need to know. I need to just do it. Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of pressure. The thing is, like, when I listen, guys, and I'll be honest about it. When I stream on YouTube, it's like an escape. It's weird. Like, They're unruly. By the way, thanks for putting up with the YouTube chat. I know they're wild out there, over there on YouTube. But it's been a little, it's freeing in a way because I go there and I stream to those wild YouTube chat people on the lectures, and they don't know anything about VTubing this and that. And it's kind of, it was a means of escape for me because I feel like, man, there's so much negativity and baggage for me. But when I go there, they love Professor Lando. You know, they're like, oh, I love this video, or like, when's the next lecture, or like, they talk about this topic, like bussy, blah blah blah, and it's kind of freeing in a way, but in another side of it, it feels like kind of running away. For me, anyways, it's not like a clean cut, and it was never going to be a clean cut, obviously, and I think it's very clear with the relationships that I maintain. You know, I let my relationships with people publicly like speak for me, right? Here's the truth: if you're not gonna convince anyone to be friends with you if you're a dick. No one's gonna put up with that shit, you know. So I let my relationships with people kind of speak for me. At least I would like to, but the thing is like, yeah, I don't know. I just still feel like my life right now couldn't be better, honestly, with every other aspect of my life. My personal relationships, my work with YouTube right now and stuff. But man, I'm telling you, there is one source of negativity in my life still, and it's related to VTubing. And I'm not really a sad person. The only thing that has really made me sad, the only thing that's ever really made me cry, it is always related to romantic relationships or something to do with romantic stuff. I'm not really a sad person, but I'm a very angry person. And that's probably the negative thing about me, about my life, is that, you know, I don't really respond with sadness. I respond with anger. That's why I got that punching bag on my weightlifting cage. And let me tell you, dude, like, the thing is, I thought I could just cut VTubing out of my life completely and move on, and that's not true, because I wake up just in a rage. I'm telling you, in a rage. You can ask Reese about this too. I was with Reese and Connor at the gym. I was punching that bag with such rage last year that my gloves split in half at the gym. They split, and that's why I spent the $100 extra on the Hayabusa brand gloves. Yeah, I got some demons with it, and it makes me pissed. But the thing is, I kind of thought like, well, if it's such a source of negativity for you, then let's cut it out of your life completely, right? Which I have, kinda. I mean, I haven't been doing it, obviously, but that's not the answer, because I very clearly am still very pissed about it. I still have very... I just feel like everyone's already chalked me up on the blackboard, right? And I feel like, well, one, I feel like I didn't even get to try, if I'm being honest. I feel like I wasn't even given a fighting start, like a chance, really, to really try it. Because before I even got my feet off the ground, negativity was already seeping into it. And I never really got to have fun with it in the way that... Because I was a fan of VTubers, right? When you guys remember the early lectures, VTuber lectures, I would talk about VTubers and stuff. And so my regret is I never got to really try it out here with the indies. Look at me using the word indies. Look at me. I never got to try it out. I think that was also a mistake for me. So I'm looking forward to trying it out. And yeah, and get over this rage, dude. Yeah, and you know, I just want to be open with it, to kind of tell you what's going on. Here's the thing. I want to be as open as I can going forward, because let me tell you, and part of the why it's been such a bad trip for me is because I thought that doing what I thought would be best, would look the best for others, at my own happiness and or situation to sacrifice myself because I think, oh, that other people will give me the benefit of the doubt because and I feel this applies to a lot of things, relationships and stuff. I thought that, oh, people will give me the benefit of the doubt because I'm going to take a sacrifice here, an unspoken hit internally for me. I'm going to put up with X, Y, and Z, and people will appreciate that I sacrificed that. But it has to do with what I was talking about the other stream, is that, you know, you can't be doing that. You can't do that at all. And that is not working out for me, catastrophically so. Catastrophically so. Yeah, it sucks. It sucks. Because, yeah, I mean, there's a million things I'd like to say. But I can't. I never will. And it's for everyone's benefit, right? I've just always avoided even lightly touching on it. Because again, I was like, oh, well, people will give me the benefit of the doubt, right? That's not true. But yeah, you know, I'm not gonna... Doki's calling them dragoons, and I'm like, holy shit. What the fuck was I fucking doing? She's just calling them dragoons. What the fuck am I even doing? But, you know, I obviously can't venture anywhere near that. And just kind of talking about this, it already feels good for me to even talk about it like just lightly like this. So I appreciate you hearing me out, but you know, again, I'm sorry that you will never know. And I'll just be as candid as I say, and just say this: I've seen you guys talk about it, and you guys don't know. No one knows, and you'll never know. So don't assume you know anything, and you'll never know. And it eats me up inside. And, you know, I'm more dramatic than Randon is. He's a soldier. Because let me tell you... Nah, I can't, though. But let me tell you, be nice to that guy. Because, goddamn, he doesn't complain like I do. He doesn't complain like I do. As much as I know he'd love to as well. He'd probably hate that I'm even saying all this, but it's, you know... But yeah, you know, I just... I need to stop assuming that people are going to give me the benefit of the doubt. Because I didn't necessarily earn it. Like, no one needs to give you benefit of the doubt. Ultimately, meeting the people was worth the hardship. Is that true? It was a lot of fucking hardship. No, I met one of my best friends, Randon. One of my best friends. I can't tell. I wish we lived near each other. It's hard. I've never been good with online relationships. I'm trying my best. Literally, like, met some people that I consider, like, you know, brothers. It's crazy. So the people are always what makes it worth it. But what was I saying? Yeah, last year, it's kind of fucked. I mean, Connor, Reese, and Blake, and Doc, and Carol, they've all seen me go through this. There's like a market... I don't want to get all chuny with this, but let me get chuny for a little. There's like a darkness in me that was not there before. And like, I made a lot of new relationships, made a lot of new very precious friends, gained a lot of experience, but there's definitely like an anger that was not there before, and it is not going away. It is not going away. And I've learned to manage with it, and I'm not letting it affect my relationships, which was difficult. It was bumpy there, but I have a good system now. It's not really getting, and my system is to go downstairs and beat the fuck out of that punching bag until I can barely see straight. So yeah, you know, there's just kind of fucked me up. Not gonna lie, man. And I just feel like, you know, when I talk to Randon, I don't know if I'm being, you know, he's older than me, a little more experienced with life, and so I don't know if he's just wearing it on his, like, if he's just kind of like putting on a better show than I can. You know, I don't really know. I like to think we're close enough that I do know, and it seems like he's just stronger than me, not as emotional. Like, no, he's emotional. I don't want to say he's not emotional, but, you know, he's just like, I'm just more prone to lash out and be more sensitive about things. But yeah, I need to become a VTuber again. I don't care if I'm streaming to fucking 50 people. I gotta try this. I need to do this. We'll see how it goes. It's gonna be interesting at the very least. And I appreciate anyone that's toughing it out with me. I do. Because, hey, look, like, it could have been very easy for me to just say, fuck this, and I'm just streaming to my very enthusiastic YouTube crowd. You know what I mean? Yeah, I am in a better place now. I'm definitely in a the thing is, like, yes, I'm in a better place now, but it's just this anger. I'm just so angry sometimes. And it's just impossible not to think about. When I don't think about it, I'm fine, perfect. But and then, dude, I lose it. I literally can't see straight. And it would help if I could talk about it, but I fucking can't, right? I can talk about it like this, which is honestly helping me a lot. I already feel better about it, but dude, it's just I'm raging. Yeah, I mean, I guess therapy could help, but the thing is like, I've gotten better, and I don't feel like I've hit like a wall yet. I mean, I got over last year, and at this point, I feel like I'm the happiest I've ever been. Working on my new VTuber and the way I've been doing, like, it's been getting better. So, I think I'm being manageable with it. I have good friends around me. Yeah, I don't want to, I'm on a bumpy slope here because I feel like I risk talking down on therapy or something like that. Like, I know people have done therapy, and it's been, they've gotten leagues of help with it. But thing is, like, I don't know if it's bad for me to say, like, sometimes I get a little angry, but my life largely is pretty good, and my relationships are still, like, pretty well maintained. What happened was fucked up, and maybe that's okay for fucked up things to happen in my life, and it's just like this fucked up thing that happened, and I don't need to, like, really think, and I'm taking steps to get over it, and to at least have it not be such a looming thing in my life. But I don't need to, like, memory hole it or necessarily get over it per se. And I think for me, it was a really fucked up thing. I think it's fair to say, hey, that, maybe I'm right to be a little fucking angry when it happened. Maybe it makes sense for me to be. I mean, you guys know, there's some fucked up things that happen, and you think about it sometimes, you're like, man, what the fuck? That was fucked up. Why'd that happen? I didn't deserve that. Plus, I feel like my life is still... I live a pretty productive life still, like in a positive direction. I don't feel like it's hindering me from getting out of bed, or I feel like something like that in a darker place. In fact, this year has been the most productive I've been with all my relationships, personal, romantic, as well as in fact, it's kind of pushed me to kind of like seek out that sort of satisfaction in my life. My family, been hanging out with my mom and dad more, and the YouTube streams have been good, and YouTube videos have been good. And also, I got that punching bag, and it helps. But yeah, thanks for sticking out with me. Wise Wizard, thanks for 1,000 bits. I have a sneaky feeling you'll crush the VTuber thing, Professor. Don't give up on your dreams. Still, I appreciate that. That means a lot. Thank you. Hey everyone. Little bit of a surprise. So I have very unfortunate news. So I went to the classroom to record an ad read for a video, and we weren't streaming or anything, right? So I just, the camera's on, I see myself take off my shirt, and I'm looking at myself. I look, and my mild scoliosis, you can see it, they're kind of poking out right now, my little tits. One of my tits, because of my slight scoliosis, is like slightly lower than the other tit, I feel. Like this. Like berries. They're always hard. They're always like that. I don't know why. My tits are always hard.